Welcome to the miscellaneous
Lavender's.
What's up, buddy?
I came to LA to make rock and roll.
Hey, Google, turn down volume 3.
Do you know I got dinged twice by YouTube for copyright infringement now? But
You going to jail?
it's not like that kind of copyright infringement. It's really weird. So check this out. So some of the music that we play for bumper music are getting dinged, but it's for other countries. So I get these emails from YouTube saying the copyright infringement has happened, but you're not in breach of the copyright rules of the YouTube. It's just your shows will not post in other countries now because they're infringed on their laws.
That's bullshit. I'd rather for you to go to prison and get your fucking time served. You might get fucked in the ass a little bit, but that's all right. At least it'll be legal.
I don't want to go back to jail. That was not a fun experience the first time around.
Come on, man. I mean, once you've been in jail, like you have been in jail, you feel like the world now owes you nothing. You're the tough guy now. You know, you've been through it all. You know, you use the same toilet as 10 motherfuckers.
Are you trying to like Shawshank me? No, I'm not institutionalized.
But what I do want to know, was you somebody bitch?
No,
Did you have a bitch?
no,
That was no fun, man.
no.
Fuck.
I got into fights. That helps.
It's elementary.
Not really, man. I was scared on one of them.
You didn't get fucked in the ass, then you didn't have a pleasant prison experience.
No.
Fuck.
Well, everybody made fun of me because when I was arrested, I was wearing Halloween boxers.
Yeah.
They were all white with orange pumpkins.
Wait a
all
minute.
over.
Not mean to cut you off, but we're talking about prison and playing Fall in Love with you in the background. That's kind of creepy. Yeah. Moving on.
That was the only creepy thing is when you washed your clothes, you didn't have a dryer, but they had this very big intake vent for it because all the air is circulated. So people would put their clothes there to dry out because it just gets stuck up on there, you know.
What the fuck?
And so I'm up in my my cell, and I was writing or doing something, and I hear this. Who the hell is Pumpkin Boxers? And everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
Pumpkin boxers?
Yeah, so
He getting fucked in the ass.
So I came out and I looked over the railing, and I was just like, I think I should sneak and try to grab those. So I sneak all around because they don't pay attention to me.
Oh, they were yours.
Yeah. And
Oh, shit.
Then they see me pull them down, and they're like, "Oh, they're yours." And so they kept calling me Pumpkin for a while.
We fucking him in the ass tomorrow. Damn. Dude.
We had our own showers. We didn't have to shower with everybody.
You had the nerve to have on pumpkin boxes in fucking jail.
But I was in the felony block, the federal felony block.
Federal felony block. Oh,
Yeah.
even better.
So I had my own bathroom and my own shower.
But I'm sure somebody peeked in there and seen them fucking pumpkin boxes.
There were community showers, meaning that like everybody uses them, but you just use them one at a time. No one goes in there because it's just like it's like a shower. That's all it is.
Well,
and
in my opinion, I think you got taken advantage of. You just don't want to tell nobody. It's all right. You want to talk about it.
The only time I ever
there we go. Come on.
The only time I ever felt like there was something like that was a beef was building up between Shorty B and Shorty B. And there was a white Shorty B and a black Shorty B.
So they were fighting over names.
No, they were fighting over because, okay, so you know how Chris Rock was like the caretaker in Longest Yard?
Yeah.
The white Shorty B was like that. He would get anything for you. He would make you pillows. He would do tons of shit to get commissary and stuff, right? That was his racket.
Yeah.
So I kind of friended him and his group, and I got like fucking pillows, new covers. I mean, I got the hookup, dude. And
Fuck.
the other Shorty B, the black Shorty B, and there's a guy named Paris and some other, his group, they just were haters, dude. So they would always come out, because we had a promenade area where we always played spades and dominoes and everything. And they would always want to fight right then and there. Like, right where they'll walk up to our table and be like, "Motherfucker, you give me shit, blah, blah, blah." And he'd always be like, "Well, give me commissary and I'll get you what you need."
Yeah.
Because he was a nice guy. But, dude, one day they just, like, started getting into a fight. And then we all kind of, like, jumped in to break it up. then all of us were like under like fire pretty much because like they would start just fucking with any one of us. So the cell doors, you have to shove these like piece of paper in there. Because if you don't, they just automatically lock. So during the normal days, everybody's like up during the daytime. You do that so you can go in and out of your cell. Well, they came into my cell, pulled out the thing, and shut the door and locked it on me. And I got my ass beat down, dude. They pulled me off the top bunk and just beat the shit out of me.
Oh, damn. They poured some Full Metal Jacket shit on your ass.
Yeah, I got kicked in the ribs, the face, everything, dude. And the dude was trying to like grab at my chest and shit. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like hitting him back and everything.
He was grabbing at your chest. He trying to get a fill.
He was trying to get a fill up on me. I was like, what the fuck?
He got violated in prison.
So if you would have called that would have been it.
He's been violated.
Because when they came in, it all started because they came in and they locked it. And I'm like, you're in the wrong place. And that's because I was trying to sound like a badass or whatever.
Fuck.
And they're like, you're in the wrong place. And I said it to them, and they're like, oh, no, like that. And the guy came up and started trying to grab him. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then they pulled me off and just started wailing on me.
Man, he said, just trying to grab some nuts.
Yeah.
Damn.
So if you want to say that, but we got back at him.
Is some water in there or something?
Yeah. So we got back at him now. It was, this is gross water. I was getting ready to like...
That's probably like Kool-Aid and like spit mixture.
So
COVID season, baby.
So I had to go to the infirmary and all this other stuff because eventually the guards had to show up, and then I'm like, because everybody was like, they're fighting up there or whatever. No, dude, when they came out, all of them scattered like roaches, right? Like the guards were trying to stop them, and they're just like running real quick, right? And so I don't remember too much. I just remember being in the infirmary where like my fingers were busted, my ribs were busted. Yeah,
your face was fucked up too.
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as he thought. I mean, it looked okay. It hurt like a son of a bitch. So when I got back, they did a shakedown.
Why did they do that to you?
I don't know.
You got your ass beat, and you don't know why that was done to you.
I think it's just because I was friends with those guys, and they were beefing with those guys. Because they went after another guy too, but he locked himself into his own cell to get away from them. But I got my revenge when we all had a thing called a shakedown. It's where the guards come in and they take everything that's not, regulated or whatever. Well, while they do that, they take you downstairs to the basement where the basketball court was a gymnasium. Because, dude, a prison is underground mostly. I don't know if you know that or not.
No.
So when you see like a prison outside, just know that there's several stories down. So we're down in there, and they bring out this bucket with basketballs in it. And there's only like 4 basketballs in it. And those guys come up, and I'm still like wounded from this shit because it wasn't that far away. My eye was all fucked up and everything. Yeah. And Shorty B's like, let's get him. It's perfect time. All the guards are upstairs. So I dumped out the basketball things. I started beating this fucker down with a bucket. So,
damn.
Yeah. Then after that, it subsided because something else happened. Like the block boss got involved in it. And there's block bosses are the guys who run the actual cell block you're in. This guy was a hardcore drug dealer gangster, right? And then everything kind of tamed down after that. So
wow,
that was it. Yeah, that's good for fucking radio.
Damn. Well, next time on Prison Shenanigans.
Hello, I'm the Bald Bookkeeper. And I have one simple question for you today. Are you afraid and avoiding your money problems? If so, then we definitely need to have a conversation. And that's all it is, a conversation. I offer a free consultation to all my customers and hopefully future clients. I can be reached at 314-265-6317 or info@baldbookkeeper.com.
You know what she said to me? She said...
So Paulie went to prison, a.k.a. jail.
Yeah, I went to jail.
Pretty much like, I guess you could say correctional facility.
I was looking at 5 years, man, for what I did.
Well, even if it was 5 years, you've still been done with it, so.
Still, we would have known each other. Because I couldn't have got a job where I got a job at.
You got convicted.
I had white privilege, I'm not going to lie, dude. When I was standing, I'm not lying. When I was standing in front of the courts And the judge pulled me up, and he's just like, kept looking at me like surrounded by all these thugs, dude. And he's just like, you have no other priors, and he just kept looking at me because I was clean shaven like this and everything, and I had hair at the time. And he's just like, yeah, and you don't have anything else. You're not going to do this again, are you? And I was like, no. And I'm hearing all these other people not ask those questions. Like, they treated everyone else like, yep, you're a piece of shit. You're going to go back to jail now. And they look at me and they're like, And I'm like, I'm walking out going, fuck, it's great to be white.
God. See, so as you can see, that's an example of white privilege working for you.
So listeners, when you hear me on my rants, trust me, my life experiences make me have these opinions.
It's not about white privilege sometimes. I think if you had a black guy in a situation that was clean, that looked like, a nerd.
I joke around about it, but I wouldn't say a nerd, but I had no priors. Everything looked like this.
If you look like Jody, you're getting off. Yeah, he's just playing video games. He's adorable.
They kicked him out of the house one time and didn't know how to react.
I mean, he's not getting laid, so we're not going to make it worse for him.
Wait, hold on. I was getting laid.
So,
they say, like, when you first get out, do you feel, like, energized, freedom and everything? I didn't. I walked out, I was like, I'm outside.
How long were you officially in there?
2.5 months.
2.5 months, okay. 2.5 months, that's a little time, but it's not.
It was enough to where you really felt like you ain't going to want to go back. Yeah. It was enough to where if it was like 2 weeks, I would have been like, yeah, I'm a badass. Dude, no. Like, I was ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
Because you don't get ashamed. Like, you can be walking around hanging out with your friends, but the moment you put an application in, you feel like you're a piece of shit. Because the first thing they say is, have you committed a crime or anything? And you're like sitting there going, fuck.
Yes. Sex? Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah. My first job when I got out, because I had to move home. And my mom was all like, you better get a job, get the fuck out of here. I don't want you here.
Fuck.
And she's like, the first job I got was a Burger King. Because that's the only thing I could get is a shitty job. Because you can't get anything good when you have a record. So I get in there and I kept myself quiet to myself because I want no one to know anything about me, right? And of course, the one hot girl wants to fucking be up on me and like, oh, what's your name? And I'm sitting there like,
yeah, I just got out of prison. Yeah,
you're like kind of saying, do I do that? Because they like bad, or dude, I was really kind of
that. You tell a girl you just got out of prison. Sometimes it'll work for you, or sometimes it'll kind of gross her out.
Yeah, because I'm a short, pudgy guy.
Yeah. That
doesn't look like the part at all.
Well, you could have told her you were like the prison boss.
I guess, but I didn't. I chose not to say anything, but it was. Well, she found out later on anyway, because an ex-cellmate. Because I went through a couple cellmates. Yeah. These dude were white racist motherfuckers, dude.
Fuck.
Seriously, they had tattoos pretty much saying, like, if you're not white, I'm going to come kill you. Like, it was fucked up. And these guys went to Menard and shit. They went fucking Joliet. These guys were putting some serious time in.
Fuck, I guess white is white and black is black, huh?
Oh, shit. Well, I was in a mixed cell block. So I had this one guy we called Boomer. He's like, take you and add like 1,000 more pounds. And he was tall as fuck. And dude, when he sat in the bed, it sank down. And he was in there for murder. And I was like, this sucks. I'm in a cellmate with a dude who actually killed someone. Right? And then you got the white supremacists that came in that looked like, dude, no offense, they look like little bitches. Like I would have punched them into a wall. Right? You're just like, get the fuck, you and your tattoos. But they've done stuff, so I'm not going to fuck with them. But one of those guys showed up at the Burger King to get something to eat. And recognized me.
Oh, shit.
I know, dude. I was so scared. I looked over and I saw him and he started waving at me. I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't want no Breaking Bad scenario happening to me.
I think we should all go together to pick Meg up. She's probably a little fragile after being in there so long, and I'm sure she'll be heartened to see our faces.
I'm home. You're all my bitches now.
Okay.
Did you have a good holiday?
My holiday's alright. I work for the most part, but
yeah, I had to work.
It's not bad. It wasn't bad.
Did Santa bring everything you wanted?
I didn't get shit. Well, I'll take it back. I got a gift card for my boss for a $15 McDonald's gift card.
No, this song is perfect. We got the Phil Collins song about the poor people from the 80s.
Oh, fuck.
And you're like, I got nothing but a gift card.
God.
So we're going to celebrate Christmas too, coming up on the show Monday, right? Now we have to get back here for Lavender's Corner for your Christmas
Yes.
2, where you'll be presented with a
Yes.
miscellaneous podcast gift that you'll open up live on the thing.
Shit.
Yep. And because you're Lavender, baby.
Fuck.
So
At Lavender's Corner.
do you want me to bring back? I think I should bring back the old intro.
Just for an episode.
Yeah.
Just kind of do like a rebirth.
A rebirth.
Lavender's Corner. Dude, that was so cheesy back then, but I loved it.
I'm glad you
Fuck.
did. So it's been how many years that we've done the show? You were with me from day one, pretty much.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't Lavender's Corner, because you were on when you could get on.
Yeah, I started maybe like a month or about a month and a half or 2 months after you launched your show. You told me about it, and I was like, I didn't really know you were doing it, So let me get in on this, and we did a couple of short skits here and there, and I liked it, and I started appearing on your show on a regular basis on the Miscellaneous Podcast, and then everybody liked the character Lavender, so Lavender had his own spinoff show because he was a little too derogatory for the Miscellaneous Podcast. But
yeah, that was when I was trying to make it all fucking PG and everything, and
yeah,
it didn't go over well. But I gotta admit though, the one conversation with that dude where he was talking about eating ramen noodle out of a pussy.
See, I blame you for that.
That was so my fault because that was my host, my guest I brought on.
And
now, we did get a lot of attention from it.
yeah, with that show alone, it actually it separated Lavender's Corner from the actual Miscellaneous Podcast. Lavender Corner is a little bit more raunchy because I guarantee you, he would not have said that on Miscellaneous Podcast. You don't say things like that.
So, and actually, if you think about it, what branched from yours is the After Dark episodes with Aaron and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Because Aaron specifically says, I want something similar to Lavender's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because, do you know what your most viewed shows are? Is your birthdays. When we go out on your birthday.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink!
When we started
Really?
doing that, yeah.
Well, that's usually the best time.
Get the haze in the hose.
We met Doctor Who.
The Miscellaneous Podcast is the best show you can watch on any kind of platform ever invented.
Yeah, true. But I mean, and I did a few episodes of the Miscellaneous Podcast After Dark over the summer, and I liked it, and I can tell it was a little bit more raunchier than the regular Miscellaneous Podcast, and I think it worked out, and I think they're going to be more additions to the show.
More?
Hey, Google, turn down, bitch. My bitch listens. No, but Miscellaneous Podcast, you can tell that it's affiliated with Lavender's Corner, and you can tell that Lavender's Corner is affiliated with Miscellaneous Podcast After Dark.
My favorite is of all time, not audio, was when a buddy of ours who is a fan of the show said, I'm going to make you new logos. Because I was using paint and just making some generic things.
Just, fucking shit up.
And then he said, what do you want for Lavender's Corner? I said, I love the idea of 21 Jump Street, where they had that brick wall and the spray paint of the 21 Jump Street. And I said, I want something like that. Work with that. And he made my logo, which I was like, really cool. I was like, that's awesome. Mm. And then yours comes out, and it's better than mine. Yeah. And I was so pissed.
I fucking loved it. I loved it. And if you want to see it, you can just go on the Miscellaneous Podcast Facebook page and eventually scroll and you'll see it.
Yeah, it's down there, because I was pissed. Somewhere. I was like, you hit the nail on the head, and it fucking looks brilliant. And I was like, I want to change my logo. And then Norco Killer took over, and he goes, he shows me the one I use now. And it was actually only made just for Halloween. Mm-hmm. But when I saw that, I'm like, that screams my show. That's exactly what I love it. It's an old school comic book look to it. Mm-hmm. So there we go. And then he redid yours with your actual picture on it.
That's cool. I love that one. That's actually, I use that picture for my Vegas page that I'm on. I'm on a Vegas page with about 40,000 people.
And it has your logo of your own show?
Oh, yeah. And
that's awesome.
People ask me, Lavender's Corner, where can I find it? You know, I tell them, they listen. And
that's awesome.
You know, I'm not the biggest person in the world, but, locally, I'm known, bitch.
Well, yeah, about 90% of our listener base is in the area.
Yeah. Also, I guess the pandemic actually helped out because nobody had shit else to do. Yeah.
That boy is our last hope.
I hope not. But I am one of the greatest,
Yes, sir.
I am.
The only problem that I have with Lavender's Corner is it's not. I would love to have you on a day of the week where we just get on and we start recording instead of trying to find ways to show up at Lavender's Lair to record and all this other bullshit.
Well,
I blame you for that.
Well, that's what makes Lavender's Corner, baby.
Oh, really? I have to
because you never know, when you're going to get it. And when you get it, it's going to, hit you in the fucking face like Mike Tyson, baby. You know?
Speaking of Mike Tyson, did you see him on Facebook, dude, with that new, he's going to make a virtual school or something? And, dude, how old is he? Like 9,000 years old now? And he's still really fast.
Dude, are we talking about a boxing school or a learning school?
I think it's a boxing. No,
okay, I'm about to say a learning school. I'm not trying to have every kid out here sound like fucking Mike Tyson,
That's like ludicrous.
Right. Daddy, can I have some milk?
Mike Tyson going through the drive-thru with Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hi, this is Mike Tyson. Welcome to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, can I get chicken and biscuit and some slaw? What's that you say, sir? I want slaw, lots of slaw.
I just got back from Vegas a couple weeks ago. Paulie was supposed to go with me. It didn't happen.
I got the vid.
Yeah, he got the vid. The COVID, that is.
That was so bizarre, too.
Yeah. I hung around him, and I didn't actually get it that I know of. And I'm actually surprised for it. As soon as he told me he tested positive for it, every day I'm waking up like...
No, I called you after we got tested, and I was calling to make fun of you because you put yours on Facebook, and dude, no, the way they did you, man, it looked like they were trying to get brain matter, man.
What do you mean?
When they shoved that shit up your nose,
oh yeah,
it looked like just horrible.
Yeah.
When they did mine, it was like when you take a tissue and rub out your nose. Yeah. That's all it looked like. They were like, I was like, because I was leaning back like, oh God, you're not going to do what they. And she's like, no, we don't do. They shouldn't have done that to him.
Dude, it burned so bad. I got tested twice. Both of them burned so bad, but the very first time, the way she shoved that Q-tip up my nose, it started burning from the get-go. And then she started twisting it more and more up there, and it's like she's almost in the back of my fucking neck. I'm like, damn. I think I did.
Up and
it was kind of my fault because I did kind of piss her off in the beginning,
What did you?
I was just like, where else you can shove that Q-tip, joking around with her, ha ha. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, you feel that? Yeah, shit, damn. Okay, I quit. I'm sorry.
Oh, why? But I'm picturing like, can you smell it?
God, that COVID test was the one of. I would get a shot in the arm any day. I don't give a fuck. I had a shot in my ass a couple weeks ago. I don't give a fuck. But something shoved up my nose like that, hell no, man. That I don't wish that upon anybody. And then you have doctors and nurses. They go through that shit like, once a week at least, for their job. I can't do that, man.
But like I said, when I got it
kudos to them for that.
It didn't go all the way. I don't think the doctors go the way up either because it was like a little quick and it was done.
Yeah.
And that's when we called you on the way back. And then it was funny when it was not funny, I'm sorry. When I tested, when the results came back, I had already gotten over what I felt like the bulk of it. Because when the fever hit, I felt it in my hands. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
When I woke up with the flu-like symptoms, you knew it was different. It didn't feel right. Like, you woke up and you're like, ugh, and I was like, whoa, I don't feel right. And then all of a sudden, I just started nose running like no tomorrow.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, I was waking up for like a week and a half after that every day, like, okay, check my pulse. Let me check my head temperature. Am I okay? Am I cool? Dude, that's fucking scary shit. But, you know, the one thing that a lot of people don't know, which is a beautiful thing, is how the body go out and seeks different kind of viruses and different kind of cancers. Like every day, your body fights off cancer. Your cancer cells, they go around and the white blood cells, this is what we're talking about, the white blood cells, they go around, they just, monitor. They look for, cells that look odd, cells that don't look right. And then once they see a cell that start multiplying, mutating, what happens is that cell goes over that mutated cell and releases acid. And
like to absorb it or kill it off or whatever?
It releases acid. Then it disintegrates it. And then it moves on, look for the next. I was like, wow. Like your body has its own patrol system, and it's weird. But when it comes to COVID, for most people, if you are asymptomatic, you don't feel anything, they have what is called ground glass. It's the COVID, it's in your lungs, but it's at the bottom. So it never comes up and you never feel it. You never get sick from it. You never have any problems from it. But you can pass it on. That's what they call ground glass. I'm thinking that's what I probably had. I didn't have any symptoms or anything. I had a cough, but I smoked. Same cough I've been having. So.
Yeah. My thing was, and I said this to you before, I was pissed off more than anything else because I did everything that was told I needed to do. I sanitized, I cleaned, I did everything. I wore my mask every time I was around somebody. I did what I was supposed to. And I still got it.
Well, I'm like you. I'm a germaphobe now, dude. I do everything. I try to prevent it. Sometimes, every now and then, I will touch a surface and I'll kind of wipe my nose and I'll remember, like,
yeah, exactly. When you told me that, I'm thinking that could have fucking happened. Yeah. Or my thing was, I was thinking as someone sneezed and I just happened to walk right through it by accident or something. I don't know.
But now, for the most part, everybody is getting it and they're germaphobes.
Yeah, I blame Walmart for that, though. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding, Walmart. But the Walmarts, they're, at least where I'm at, there's no social distancing. They pack everybody in there, and everyone wears a face mask like it's a chin strap for a football.
Yeah.
This is what it takes for us to get us to wash our hands. You understand that? This is what it took. Because people were like, we're dying. And it was like, ugh, I guess I'll wash my hands.
One of the good things about what's happening in my life now is changing is finally getting back to some of the scripts that I've been pushing off. So, what? About the thing. Nice. Every little thing is gonna be
we gotta turn this one up. Hey, Google, turn up. There we go.
It's like perfect timing as we're talking about different conversations. The right songs pop up. I finally got back on 2 of the scripts that I've been trying to work on for a while.
Yeah.
And that's a plus. Because I can't wait to get back to the audio stories again. Yeah. And now I finally have time to do it. It's great. Because listeners out there, the next one that comes up, you will not. It's insane how much Lavender is in this next one.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. You're the major act, whatever, like main role. You're the co-role or whatever. Yeah.
Well, guess what, Girl Scout? You gotta have to talk to my agent first.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I don't know what to do with these things because we remastered the Christmas and the Halloween stuff, and they've been over pretty good. But like, I kind of want to see what I can do with these things, where we could take them to. How would I even go by doing that? You know,
some things where you just leave it as is for fun, and then
I like that idea, but I still like the idea of trying to sell it to some place and see if we can get an actual something going.
We got to get more serious about it if you're going to go that route, man. Like, we're going to have to, really fucking act.
You guys acted just fine. Don't worry, there's some like Chappie's Christmas one where she's giving her speech.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing to record. I kept slamming my head into a wall.
Man.
Because I was like, you're supposed to be giving a pep speech. Hey, she's just reading it. I was like, come on, get a little emotion here.
Welcome to Camp Topanga.
Yeah, she did great in the Halloween shit.
Camp Topanga. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this next Halloween episode for the fourth one this year.
Yeah.
Woo. It's gonna be bad, dude.
You gotta get serious about that.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
This is too weird, man. This was the song that played when they kicked in the bathroom and you're fucking shit, dude.
God.
Wait, we gotta wait for that fucking scene, dude, right when he kicked in the door. Do you really wanna hurt? Dude, this is too weird. How this is going, man.
That's weird.
Is this like catered to how we're talking, you think?
You know these motherfuckers listening. Shit. They might.
They might. They're like tree tracking everything.
Right.
Algorithms too. They're talking about Halloween show.
I feel like I'm gonna sound
that
like,
was what the song.
I feel like I'm gonna sound like Bumblebee from Transformers. Like, you know, when Shayla Bo was talking about different shit to girls and then different fucking music start playing all of a sudden. It's like,
you're Bumblebee.
Like, damn. But
wait, hold on. Isn't there a picture of you wearing a Bumblebee mask?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're Bumblebee, man.
Hell yeah.
So, what is your predictions for... Well, first, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution is to get the fuck out of town more.
Yeah.
And take my friends with me that don't really want to fucking go.
I didn't say I didn't want to go. I got COVID. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. This year, we're going to the Ozarks. We're going to Vegas more than once.
Even if we have COVID, we're still going to go. No, listeners, you don't give it, okay? I had already gotten over the COVID. I came back to work and everything, right? But this motherfucker, every time I talk to him, he's like, yeah, you ain't gonna go to this Vegas, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And then he goes, but get your own room, though.
I mean, everybody know in my defense, I was being cautious, being careful, and he can know that himself. He know that I can still get the shit, even though he don't have any more symptoms.
Even when we get hang out together, you started backing away from me when I got close. I was like, damn,
dude. I ain't gonna start being close to you like that, man. Shit, it's probably the end of summer. Shit, you gotta keep that distance, man.
So that's a good resolution. Get out a little more, travel more.
Travel, that's all I do. But travel,
I want to go to some places that are really cool. Like I want to go to. I always want to go to the Alamo,
dude,
just to see what it looks like.
We gotta get to fucking Miami, dude.
What's in Miami? Hot?
God.
Okay, women are nice, but it's hot as fuck down there.
I love it, dude.
It's humid. Like, dude, it's Oh, I do have a friend down there who has a house who can say that.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's a nice house, too, dude. I'll just have to remind him that I'm his friend.
I'm talking about stars. I'm talking to damn. I'm talking about planets. I'm talking about Mars.
Ready, man. Look, the sky is the limit. Don't limit yourself, limitless. Only difference is our distance.
What do you think the prediction of this year is going to be? Through Lavender's eyes. Put the cell phone down. Come on.
You talking about as far as what?
Of this prediction, I mean, we already have DC getting stormed by Trump supporters. We got COVID on the rampage, and now a mutating one. We had solar flares that were potentially going to take out the internet today. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Is it all going to start subsiding, or?
Honestly, in my opinion, it's going to take about 2 years.
So you think 2022?
Yeah.
It'll be over with?
Not completely, but for the most part, we won't notice it.
Now, China right now acts as if it never happened.
Yeah, because China, they were smart. They actually listened to each other and actually shut down completely until everybody was good and they got back out.
Yeah, but it's still not. It's still around there. It just didn't. It didn't just end. We gotta turn down this music.
U.S. don't think like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Google, turn down.
This is Vegas.
No, this is Miami.
Oh, now you're...
This where we need to go.
Live feeds of Miami now. Okay.
I mean...
Well... This is creepy sounding.
Yeah. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, old school car. That's kind of cool. Yeah, but dude, COVID's right now. How barren is it?
Not too much.
The front grille of an old ass car. Okay. All right. Well. All right. This is just a little quick Lavender's Corner. Be sure to check out Matt Lampy's giveaway he has right now. $200 value. Just go to the Miscellaneous Podcast at 17@gmail.com. Register to get into it. All you gotta do is say, this is for the Bald Bookkeeper, this is for Matt Lampy, whatever it is for someone else, it doesn't really matter. Just get it in there so we can get everybody's entries in there so we can pick one of the lucky winners for the $200 value giveaway from the Bald Bookkeeper, Matt Lampy.
Matt Lampy, my friend, your friend, we're all friends.
From all of us here at Lavender's Corner, good night, everybody.
Peace out.
I want my cake and eat it too, just like the fattest kids.
Yeah, that part will be edited out.
Well, I know where the weed's at. It's legal. I'll take him to Collinsville because he don't have a car. We'll get it for him. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll just edit it off, or use it as like a blooper at the end, dude.
Yeah, it's blooper worthy.